Our culture, the Māori culture, was certainly a warring culture. There are many significant weapons, most of them made from natural wood or a type of stone called pounamu. There is mere, which is a club. There's patu, which is also a club. Mere is made from pounamu greenstone. Patu is made from wood. Tewa tewa is one, and it's sort of half the height of a man, and it has like a blade wing at the end. And this is another one that I've used and has been taught to me by my own father. This is called a taiaha. It has a face on one side and then a face on the other side, 2 eyes, a mouth and a tongue. This part in the middle would be considered its body, the tinana, and the ate, which is the bladed end. We didn't believe in sharp weapons because we were not always offensive, we were also defensive. These days we use it as a method to centre ourselves, to reconnect, to build resilience, to meditate, to practice, to feel the embrace of our tupuna. So ko te taiaha tēnei, this is a taiaha. This is called a kotiate, again not sharp on purpose, because it's more about the blunt force rather than the cutting. Our weapons are like our comrades. They are a part of our war party. They're a member of us, not an object. Because they're made out of materials that came before us, like rako, we consider them almost like a protector. We treat them almost like people, or definitely like treasures. And even though we fight with them and they get damaged or they wear down over time, they're still treated like a really precious treasure.
In Niue, one big island, we have the north, we have the south. The north is known as Motu and the south is known as Tawhisi. At different points, these guys would go to war, they would fight. Typically what we know is that primarily the men would fight. What we have here I'm holding is a katoua. Katoua is this way and held, and it's a big holding club. It's supposed to be like a heavy blunt instrument that we would obviously attack with. The end of the katoua, sometimes there might be like a sharp object, but typically so many of them would just be fashioned some way to hold, and that you would try and obviously whack someone on the head or something. In Niue now though, they would carve them out, have different designs. They might carve on it, they might put other decorations. And then now in New Zealand or even in Niue, when men dance, our version of the haka is takalo, and that's like our pre-war dance, is that typically males would hold a katoa. They would have actions talking to, asking the gods to bless us, have strength, go to war and fight, and then we might have different actions with a katoa.
Up to a point, we were a warring culture of proud warriors. Something that I read, I wouldn't really stress on the perhaps legitimacy of the source, but we started this headhunting culture. Yeah, ngayo we call it. It was for, of course, religious purpose mostly, and also acquiring power purposes. The practice of warring that time was, it's a lot of things. Number one was you identify the time and the potential target. You gather your allies, come to the langhouse, everybody will have a massive meeting, have a massive congregation, say, okay, we need new heads for the next celebration, for the next ritual. It is until everyone is agreeable that we are fit to do war, then everyone will go, okay, now we send scouts. And they will do a lot of prayers, a lot of looking for omens, good omens, for weeks, months on end. Until they have that good omen, then they will go ahead. Good omens, go to battle, then you take the longhouse by ambush at 8 a.m. in the morning, very early in the morning. You go up and only take the champion as your trophy head. You don't take children, you don't take women's head, right? Anyone that doesn't wield any weapon against you, you don't attack. We even have a code of war. We don't just kill anybody, okay? Fallen enemy, we treat them with full of respect. Baker is a spear. It's almost like a javelin, although it's more of a spear. The first thing you do is when you're facing another enemy, you throw a spear at them, and then you pull out your mallet and you go. And at very, very, very little location, the blowpipe. Because you're facing somebody, you're not gonna be able to have they're not that big of a target just for you to wait, let me blow at you, right? No, that ain't gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. Those are basically it. Yeah.
There is one particular island who is known for being strong warriors. And I do know that there are some stories about warriors going over to different islands and fighting each other. One of the islands, Mangaya, they are known as one of the strongest back in the day. The island is kind of situated where there's something called makatea, sharp stones that surrounded the islands. Those are used as part of their tactics and their weapons of fighting. They use spears, but it's quite long. It's very long spears. I was like, why is this so long? One particular formation they would use is the triangle. And so those spears are long. People that come towards them will never make it to that formation.